Hi, this is Jordan and Ryan's evaluation.
In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products?
Before we got stuck into our music video, we made sure we knew exactly what we wanted to do. To do this, we had to research in depth about the genre and typical conventions.
From looking at other videos and other production companies, we saw what worked because the audience liked what they saw in their videos. From other research, such as surveys, we found that the audience liked alternative music, such as a cappella songs.
Although our music video subgenre is a cappella, the overriding genre is pop. We researched the conventions of a typical pop music video and realised that even though this is the genre, we didn't want it to rely on the typical conventions, such as following one main artist. A group of four all have individual moments. There is one clear lead singer, however we have decided to only use him in the main shots a few times. This goes against one of the main pop conventions.
We decided to keep the music video as simple as possible. We had the four artists in a line singing, which was very effective. It showed them as a tight group in perfect harmony with each other. This is what any music group would want. We had two simple locations which were very different.
Our whole image oozes simplicity. We didn't want anything too fancy, including the other promotional material. Again, this goes against some of the typical conventions seen in pop videos, such as high productions.
How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts? Before Jordan and I decided what song or what genre we wanted to use, we knew we wanted it to be simple, not because it's an easier option, but because less is more. We knew we could make an awesome simple video look better using simple camera shots, simple editing and simple mise-en-scène than something with a point of view shot going into an establishing shot and then cutting to a crane shot.
From research, we saw that this worked because the original artist's music video was simpler than ours, using one location and making it all about the artists. This, in our eyes, is what makes a superb music video from this genre.
When designing the ancillary texts, we used simple colour schemes and simple fonts. This kept continuity with all our products.
We felt that all ancillary texts were achieved the way we wanted them because we showed the artist to be genuine by taking actual shots from the video and using them to promote the artists.
What have you learned from your audience feedback? At the beginning of the process, we asked people what they thought of the Pentatonix version of Royals. We received mixed views, but mainly they were positive. Jordan and I found out that people tend to like alternative music.
Due to the feedback, we decided that we shouldn't change a lot. Why change something that isn't broken? We chose to stick close to what had already been done. However, when we shared our ideas to the teacher, they strongly disagreed with us doing this. They mentioned it would be much better if it was something different. Although this was frustrating, we thought about what we needed to do.
Halfway through the process, we shared all of our ideas we had gathered. To do this, we shared it via Google Drive, which is another useful type of media to share files. We emailed this to certain people and asked if they could email us back telling us what they thought.
From this, we got the same as the teacher, which was to add something different in. Although it was a good idea, it had already been done. And why copy it when we could do something different? Agreeing to this, we changed our ideas and decided to mix it up by adding new shots of the artists having fun whilst performing the song. I had the idea of going outside and doing it at night in a car park. Ryan liked this idea. He added to this and said we could use car lights as theatre lights.
After the video was finished and ready, we shared it with our class. We received great feedback and this made us know we had done a great job.
Here is some of the feedback we received.
The lighting states used conveyed the genre, which was very good. Lip syncing overall was good, although one bit was out of time. Apart from that, I loved it. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research planning and evaluation stages? Throughout the process of making the film, we used a lot of different media technologies, from Logic Pro to Google Mail.
Like most production companies, without the use of smaller media technologies such as email, it would be very difficult to organise and make the film happen. This is why we rely on them so much.
The two biggest media technologies that we used would be WordPress and iMovie. Both had their issues but were useful and made it happen. Obviously, without the use of a computer and camera, etc., the video could not have been made. Below is a breakdown of everything we used.
Computer. Ryan and I used a Windows PC for the blogging part of the work. We would blog on every major thing we did. We decided to use PCs because it was a computer that was easily accessible. The average PC came with a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse and a tower. Furthermore, the software we used was Microsoft Office and Google Chrome.
iMac. For the editing of the video, we decided to use iMovie, partly because this was one of the better softwares we had to choose from, but as well because between us both we had had a lot of experience using them.
Tripod. Although a lot of the shots are handheld, in the outside shots we used a tripod. This was because the shots didn't require much movement as this came from the singers. Using a tripod also makes the camera shots professional as they are steady and straight.
Camera. We used a Sony Handycam because this was one of the good cameras that was available to us. This gave us a professional outcome which made editing less of a struggle. Software we used.
Microsoft Office. We used this to write up schedules and other materials needed to make the film. We edited our DigiPack and magazine advert on Microsoft Office. For the blog posts, we also used Microsoft Office. This was because it was the most user-friendly piece of software for what we wanted.
Google Chrome. We used Google Chrome as it was installed on all PCs, but also because it was very fast. We used Chrome to send out emails to the performers and to the copyright company. We also used it for WordPress.
iMovie. This was probably the most important piece of software we used. Without this editing software, the video wouldn't have looked as professional as it does. iMovie had effects such as colour correction and colour match, scans all videos in the lineup and matches the colour to the shots. This for us made the video what it is.
Improvements. At the end of the process, we were able to evaluate everything we did. Jordan.
I would like to change the lighting of the video because I found at times it was a bit too dark. Also, I would have liked to further my knowledge of Final Cut Pro because I feel that it would have made our music video much more professional. I would have liked to find a more dirty and run-down area to enhance the image of the video we wanted.
Ryan. I would like to change the look of the film. With the correct equipment, I would have liked to achieve the look we got in the Black Box studio outside. With the use of lighting and a black background, this could have been achieved. As well as this, I would have liked to have used Final Cut Pro, which, although is installed on the iMacs, is not as good as the other software we used. Overall, we found the whole process enjoyable and challenging.
Thank you for listening.